What's up guys, I'm They Coming, and today I'm going to be recapping the latest CWL war with the Boston Tea Party. Obviously not the matchup that we were looking for, 81 to 84 stars, 90.5 to 91.7%. So we fell pretty hard on this one and we're not really happy about it. As you guys can see, I have all the statistics in the little sidebar frame there, and those outline just sort of, where we succeeded and where we failed. Unfortunately, in most categories, we did underperform. I am going to say that our Town Hall 9 play was definitely a negative aspect of our gameplay. Currently in our league, we have one of the lowest hit rates, 9v9, of any clan, so this is an area of the game that we have to improve on, and I know I talk about this week to week. This week was no different. Also, really, the end of the war, we did not close well. We had several failures on the 11v10 dips, and those definitely cost us. If we'd at least tied them in the number of 11v10 dips that they had, we would have at least tied in stars and potentially won on percentage. So obviously, the score tells a really ugly story, but it was still pretty close at the end of the day. So we can't be too negative about it, and that's something that a lot of us at the end of the war, we're all sort of hyped up and juiced up. Everyone's kind of angry because, man, from week to week sometimes we end up in these situations where we feel like we should have won. If we just done a little bit more, we could have come out on top. Well, guys, it happens. This is what stiff competition is, and it's the CWL. Anyways, without further ado, let's get right into the recap here. I have 6 attacks for you today, as usual. And first off, we're going to be looking at Death Dealer on number 16. Now, Death Dealer here is bringing the Stoned Hobo, and I'm going to go ahead and critique this just a little bit. If you look where he chooses to enter here, okay, he's going after the King, the Queen, and the defending CC. So there's a lot of high value here. I didn't really understand using 3 golems. Now the reason for this is because other than the King and the Queen and the CC, there's only 3 or 4 point defenses that he's going to be going after with these 3 golem kill squads. So I didn't really understand the use of that many golems here. Needless to say, he does get a nice funnel, and all the bowlers and the King do go in, and the Queen is going to go down. The Lava Hound will be targeted by the Queen. So he's trucking along. The attack is moving. This is absolutely fine. He finds this nice little surprise Tesla farm behind these storages, but you know what? There's nothing really there. I mean, if you look at what he's got left on this front line, his King is still alive. He's going to beat through the wall with the ability, and he's got some golems and golemites chilling there. He decides in just a moment to drop some Hog Riders to get this rogue Tesla here and take that down, so Queen does not have to use her ability too early. That was a smart play. But if you can see, as you can see, he's got unbroken golem, or he's got some golemites, and he's got 2 heal spells left and not that many Hog Riders, and he still has to cover quite a bit of a distance here in this space in terms of point defense. So if it had been me planning this, I think I would have honestly taken just 2 golems. And instead of taking 3 golems, that 30 troop space, I would have committed to 6 more Hog Riders. And if that had happened, this would have been a lot less close. I think he would have been a lot happier with that result, because I don't think, for the amount of ground that he was covering with that kill squad, I don't think he got as much value as he really needed to get. So anyways, Queen is going to use the ability, take down a few more of these point defenses. That's looking just fine here. He uses this early heal spell. Now, if I were him, I would have cheated this a little bit deeper. I mean, he could have easily hit that other Hog Rider there. He could have, and that definitely would have helped him, because as you're going to see, this does get extremely close. So King is going to work down. He's got those 3 wizards luckily with him, because the King is going to get beat up along the way. And actually, this Golemite does end up saving the day for this raid. Wizards are going to shoot the wall. The Giant Bomb is luckily triggered before the Wizards get too close, and they're going to keep moving, and this really does come close, guys. This is a very close end here. Small Bomb is going to hurt the Wizards a little bit, but King is going to kindly take out that Spell Factory just in time, and the Golemite will tank just long enough for the 3 Wizards to end on the Archer Tower. Good job to Death Dealer. I do think, though, taking 1 less Golem there would have made the end of that raid a lot more comfortable. and a much bigger smash. Let's go over here to Old Dirty Basket, hit number 18. And this is another attack that I kind of have to critique just a little bit because, and I think it's kind of this is also an example of kind of a miss-scout. This is just my opinion, and I'm definitely not trying to like bash anybody, but I'm gonna give you guys what I think, right? This is my channel, and I'm definitely trying to help people with this. So anyways, as you can see, he's starting up at, sort of between 12 and 2 o'clock. He's gonna be going in on this flat face with a double jump. He's got 5 healers, he's got 5 Valkyries, a Golem, and CC Bowlers. So this is going to be sort of a Go Vealer with Bowlers and back-end Baby Dragons. Now, the critique that I had of this that I thought was definitely not the right call was the back-end Baby Dragons. Now, why is that? Why do I say back-end Baby Dragons was not right? If you look down here, he's got these 2 air defenses at the very end of the base. So if the kill squad for some reason terminates, like they just get caught up, they can't get far enough, they're going to terminate before those air defenses go down, which hinders the Baby Dragons advancing on the rest of the base. So I don't think that was the right call for that reason. I think instead, if you look at what he's just got 2 cannons there, and he's got this bomb tower. I think that some Hog Riders would have been a much better choice. That would have been, 5 times 5, or 5 times 2. That would have been 10 Hog Riders. I think that would have been plenty to get done what he needed to get done. So anyways, this is going to be moving a little bit slowly. The kill squad has beat out of the base, and the enemy king and queen are still up at this point. So he's got to be patient with what he does here. Luckily, in his composition, he does have 2 rages left and a skeleton spell. I didn't like this rage placement here. I think if he cheated it to hit the healers, he could have juiced his what remained of his kill squad back up, and that would have helped them to get through this wall. But I think maybe what he was trying to do there was to rage the skeleton spell that he dropped on top of Queen and the Town Hall. So everything's moving along. As you can see, not that many troops left, and he's going to have to do this very carefully, how he proceeds to get to this bomb tower and this cannon. Those are really the only 2 things that are going to stop him right now. Now, just like I said before, if he'd had Hog Riders, he would have been done here. This would have been absolutely cooked. This would have been over, because this cannon would have been the only thing that could have hurt those hogs, really. Those 2 air defenses really prevent him from dropping these Baby Dragons, and that's what made this so close at the very end. A single Bowler and Archer Queen are going to beat through the wall, take the air defense, and beat even 1 more wall to get on top of the air sweeper. Good job to Old Dirty Basket. I had to pick apart those 2 attacks though, because I don't think that back-end choice of troop right there was the correct call. Anyways, moving on. Seahawks on number 21. Let's see what we got here. And sorry guys, I have a little bit of cold. I actually spent a day in the hospital yesterday, and not hospital like not emergency. That's just what they call it. And that's the Turkish doctor. Anyway, so I have a little bit of a cold. I'm taking some medicine for it. On 21, Seahawks is bringing the AQ Walk Mass Hog, and this was a great scout, and I had a great time planning this attack with him in voice chat, because this just absolutely turns out to be a smash. Now, the Queen does not go the way that he intended to go, but you're going to see why this worked out so well in his favor. So the plan was to walk Queen from 3 o'clock to 6 o'clock here, and so far it's looking okay. So his Queen has destroyed a fair amount of stuff. He drops the King up here, and you see he had 2 Valkyries in his composition. The Valkyrie's job is going to be to help King beat through 2 max level Royals and not go down before the Queen goes down. He has to get the Queen if he's going to mass hog this base. As soon as the Queen goes down, very quick timing on that, he's going to drop all those Hog Riders. And this feature on these bases, this clan loves to put these exterior Teslas, and I hope the next clan watching this notices this. Exterior Teslas with giant bombs in between 2 defenses, so it's like a bait. Like they're trying to defend against Hog Riders so hard right here. So anyways, something really fortunate happens for him. His Queen walks the wrong way, so she's going to be fine the whole raid, and the healers swap onto the Hog Riders. This is why this ends up being such a crushing defeat of this base. Pretty much no hogs die. I mean, really, the only hogs that he loses are to spring traps. He's got 4 heals, and all the healers are chasing the hogs. No one's going to die here. I mean, this is going to only come down to what the spring traps can cover, and when you have as many Hog Riders as he had, simply not going to be enough to stop the attack. So anyways, good job, Seahawks. Also part of the plan was keeping that hound away from the queen. So, pardon, as soon as the king destroyed an enemy queen, and he was going to send those hog riders in to basically distract the lava hound for the whole raid. I'm really sorry, guys. I'm not feeling well. Let's move on. Next is going to be Chunnosaurus hit number 22. And Chunnosaurus is going to be bringing the Quad Quake Hobo. Now, this is not usual. This is not normal. Usually, you're wanting to take jumps and taking poisons with that because usually jumps will get the value that you want out of your bowlers, but I'm going to explain why this worked the way it did and why it was so effective and why he definitely wanted to do this over a jump. So we started his kill squad right down at 6. The point is to walk these golems up to an entry point of this cannon right here. So golem number 1 is going to do that. He's slow rolled. He drops golem number 2 late because he didn't need to. I mean, there was nothing that he had to tank for up there to clear. Everything's looking pretty good. His funneling wizards have all lived, and they're going to go right in. Now, both golems are going to be coming up. Now, watch what this quake gets, and I'll pause it. Wow, I'm really sorry. Quake, 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 and pause. Look how much of the base he has opened. Quick drink, guys, sorry. Look how much of the base he's opened. That single corner tile right here has allowed all of his kill squad troops to go clear to the back side of the base, and this ends up being absolutely devastating. Watch. Play early rage. Don't know if I would have hit the rage there. I think maybe a heal right there could have been good. But because he wants to heal the hog riders on the back end, he decides to use the rage. So look what the kill squad gets before he drops any cleanup troops or any back end troops. This was a cleanup hit, so he does smartly drop the loon right there to take care of those structures. And this little loon right here is going to have a nice little parade across the base. You're going to get to watch that. Meanwhile, a small troop of hogs come in there. Large quantity of hogs, actually the rest of them, come down here to this Tesla farm and these 2 wizard towers. Nice heal placement there to cover the advancing hogs from the north and the advancing hogs from the west. Nice placement, and there's only 1 point defense that can really hurt it anymore, and that's the cannon. Meanwhile, that loon has made it all the way from this wizard tower up here down to 3 o'clock. So good value on that loon. Really nice. The rest is just clean up. Guys, we're going to speed this up. I need to get off this. My voice, I don't know what it is. I started recording this, my voice started hurting. Good job, Chunnosaurus. Get 2 more. Actually, we may cut it short just because of my voice here. It'll be my attack on number 24. This was crushing, absolutely crushing. This was a fresh hit, actually. Now, I was surprised because usually when I log on in the morning, all the bases have been hit at least once. This had not been hit, and I don't know what it was that scared these guys, scared my guys about this base, but I guess it freaked him out. So I dropped the baby dragon over here to help funnel the queen. I don't want the queen to walk south. I want her to sort of stay in, and I'm going to drop a jump between these 2 defenses here. Basically, the thought is to get this air defense, and particularly the sweeper, because I'm bringing dragons in this. And if that sweeper is active, the dragons will get blown all over the place. It's going to mess it all up. So I decide to jump queen in. So nicely there, that's going to work out. Meanwhile, the king and the bowlers have the job of eventually making it down and taking out the 3rd air defense there. So very nice. I use a rage early, not because the queen was dying, but because I want her to move quickly. Dragons are kind of slow, so moving a little bit quicker into these remaining defenses here is going to allow me to start the dragons quicker. And because she wasn't really, she's not in really any danger right now. I think that was a really good call. So anyways, queen is going to take out that archer tower. Here are the bowlers. As soon as that air-to-air defense goes down, you're going to see the lava hound come out and then all of the dragons. So here it comes shortly. Where is it? Lava hound and all of the dragons and the rage immediately on top of it. That lava hound is going to get just enough value for those dragons to hit the air defense just as the lava hound pops, providing more cleanup on the back end of this. Poisons drop to hopefully tag the baby dragon and the queen, but I missed the baby dragon somehow. I don't know how that happened. Anyway, and a heal spell for the dragons that are being attacked by enemy queen, who is poisoned, so she's really not going to do much damage there. Queen pops the ability. I don't know why I did that. I think that was just kind of a panic reflex there. And I guess if I'd held on to that loon, I could have got a little bit more value out of that, a little bit speedier on the cleanup, just allowing this archer tower to target the queen first before dropping it onto that cannon. So nice there. As you can see, guys, 5 dragons out of 5 are still alive, and 3 bowlers. And all the dragons do live for the entire raid. So GG to me for exit. Gosh, I am going to call it, guys. Thanks for sticking around, putting up with me coughing during this recap. If you're still here, thank you. Once again, good job to the guys at BostonTeaParty. Good job to the guys that were able to pull off some fresh 3-star hits. I'll go ahead and call their names. TK All Day, Seahawks, Sharky, Old Dirty Basket, Death Dealer, Crazy Dude, myself, and Caleb. All pulling off a fresh 3-star hit 99. So while, our fresh 3-star hit rate is actually, a lot better, I think in hindsight, what we're struggling with is those cleanup attacks. Sometimes our guys, we find a base, maybe they don't quite understand how to take apart, and so we just kind of struggle with it over and over and over. We need to work on that. Anyways, guys, I hope that you've enjoyed this recap. GG, well played to the Moochers. Good luck to them in the future. Moving on with CWL. Take care. See you later.